during his 33 years upon this earth. Do you know which sin mentioned in the Bible angered Jesus the very most? Believe it or not, the sin we read about which Jesus was the most angry over in the Bible, is a sin which still runs rampant in the world till this very day. And it is not a sin which is usually committed by the heathens, but rather a sin among the church. The answer is, when the money changers were selling merchandise in the temple. John 2 verse 13 through 17. And the Jews' Passover was at hand. And Jesus went up to Jerusalem, and found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves, and the changers of money sitting. And when he had made a scourge of small cords, he drove them all out of the temple, and the sheep, and the oxen, and poured out the changers' money, and overthrew the tables, and said unto them that sold doves, Take these things hence, make not my Father's house an house of merchandise. And his disciples remembered that it was written, The zeal of thine house hath eaten me up. No other time in the scriptures will we see Jesus this angry. Notice that he took the time to make the whip which he used. This was not done in quick anger but in fact thought out. Being raised up in church all my life, I have attended revivals, camp meetings, and other types of services all across the United States. I would estimate that in 98% of these meetings missionary, preacher, teacher, pastor or gospel quartet would have a merchandise table, booth, or display set up selling everything from books, CDs, cassettes, DVDs, ties, Bibles, bookmarks and about anything you can think of, all the way down to magic tricks. Yep, I've seen it with my own eyes. Many times preachers will try to justify selling this merchandise by saying things such as, well, it's spiritual items so that's okay. But is it really okay? The answer certainly is no. It is not okay. You see, if we look back at the scriptures we see that these items being sold were spiritual as well. See, the oxen, sheep, and doves were all actually part of the worship. People would come from all around to the temple to offer a sacrifice of their livestock and doves as well. Some of these people would travel great distances to get to the temple. To make this journey a little easier, they would sell their animal. Once they arrived at the temple, they would then change their currency with the money changers in order to buy the oxen, sheep, or doves to offer up to God as a sacrifice. So you see, this was a very important thing which was absolutely necessary to them. However, Jesus did not want it in his Father's house. So I would believe this is the way he intends for it to be today as well. The Bible tells us in Hebrews 13:8. Jesus Christ the same yesterday, and today, and forever. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.